Yeah, here it's calculator paper 4 as a practice paper. So practice paper 4, the calculator extended 1058042. Okay, let's go for the first question. Here, find the reciprocal of 0.35. So reciprocal is 1 divided by 0.35. Just use calculator, you will get the answer 20/7. Next, calculate 4 square minus 1.9 by 3.2 minus 2.6. Here also use calculator, just 23.5 is your answer. Next question, Navin and Esther share some money in the ratio of Navin and Esther is like a 5:7. Find Navin share as a percentage of total money. So just calculation of percentage is like Navin's share is 5. 5 over total ratio is 12 times 100, which is 41.7%. Okay, the next question. Find Esther's share as a percentages. Navin's share is which is Esther's share is 5/7, because not about the total value, is about Esther and Navin's share, which is 5:7 times 100, which is 140%. Okay, the next question, Navin share is 160. So yes, the share is going to be like, you can calculate in this part also, like 5:7. Both the ratio is 5:7, and Navin and Esther. So 5 is increased by 160. That means how many times increase? 32 times increase. So here also you need to do 32 times, so 224. So the answer is 224. Next question, simplify 5x squared minus 7x plus 6x minus x squared, which is like x square together. 5x squared minus x squared going to be 4x squared, and x together minus x. So that's answer, 4x squared minus x. The next question, yeah, here 4x by 3y. The division I will change as a multiplication. The second part will be so 9y by 2a. Okay, then here we can simplify this 2 and this 4, which is 2. This 3 and this here is going to be y got cancelled. The answer is 6, and the rest is 6x by a. That's it. 6x by a is the answer. The next question, like solve, first we need to expand, which is 15 minus 10x equal to 17 minus 10x equal to 17 minus 15 minus 10x equal to 17 minus 15 is 2. So x equal to minus 2 over 10. Yeah, x equal to minus 1 over 5. So minus 1 over 5 is the answer. Next one, question 5. The diagram shows the trapezium ABEF join the square BCDE. ABC is a straight line, which is AB equal to 7 is given. So AF BE equal to 3:2. So which is 3:2 here. The area of a square is 32. So area of a square is 32. So one side just we need to do a square root. So one side of a square equal to square root of 32, which is going to be 4√2. So we got one side, which is 4√2. So here also we got 4√2. All the side is 4√2 because of square. Next is yeah, so we need to find this AF. So we know the ratio AF equal to 4√2 times 3/2. That's a ratio, which is 6√2. So now we got the parallel side. So here is 4√2 and here is like a 6 root 2. So we'll find the area of the trapezium. Area of trapezium is like 6 root 2 plus 4 root 2 over 2 is the parallel side times the height is going to be 7 here. Okay, so what you will get, which is 35 root 2. So the answer 49.5. The answer is 49.5. The next question, write 0.0473 in the standard form. So standard form is one decimal place, so we need to move from 1 to, so which is 4.73 times 10 point negative 2. 4.73 times 10 point negative 2, 10 power negative 2. Next question 7. Talia invest 1,500 in the saving account for 4 years, and the account pays simple interest rate of 2.1/6% per year. Calculate the total interest. That's the question. So only you need to find the interest, which is 1,500 times, so we'll change into improper 12, 13, 13/6, and then R, which is 4 years over 100. So we'll calculate with the answer is going to be 130. So the interest going to be 130. Next, Kilan invest 1,500 in a different saving account. The account pays compound interest of R percentage per year. At the end of the 5 years, the investment amount is 1825. Calculate the R. So rate of interest we need to calculate, which is 1,500 times 100 plus R over 100 power 5 equal to 1825. So next 100 plus R over 100 power 5 equal to 1825 over 1500. The next R equal to here fifth root of 1825 over 1500 times the 100 comes off minus 100. The answer going to be 4. So the answer is 4. The next question, question number 8. On a map, the distance between two cities has 7.3 centimeter. The actual distance between two cities is 365 kilometer. One ratio 10. But first 7.3 centimeter ratio, right side I'll make it centimeter. Kilometer to centimeter. First we have to make it meter times 1000 is a meter, then meter to centimeter times 100. So 365, then how many zeros? 1 2 3 4 5, 5 zeros here. Next, one ratio means the 7.3 we have to divide here. 365, 1 2 3 4 5 divided by 7.3. The answer going to be 5 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. This is the answer. This is the one ratio n. Next part, the diagram shows the position of town A, B, C. The town are joined by straight roads. Okay, the bearing of A from B, it's going to be 0, 70. Next, the bearing of B from A. So B from A, so we need to calculate the entire thing. Because from north pole this clockwise, so it's a parallel. Here is 70, here is going to be 110. So this bearing going to be 360 minus 110, which is 250. So 250 is the answer, because this one just we subtract from 360. Angle around the point is 360. So next one, the bearing of C from A is 195. So where here to here, C from A, so which is, I will erase this, so it will be clear. Okay, here to here is now 195, and the angle BCA which is 113, and find the bearing of C from B. C from B. From B means we need to find the entire, and here to here the entire part. We already here 70 we know, so only we need to find this angle here. Okay, so that's easy. Here this entire angle going to be 250. Okay, so we can find this angle is easy. It's 250 minus 195. So 250 minus 195 equal to we'll get 55. So this angle going to be 55. Now we can find this angle easy because 180 minus 35 plus 113 equal to 12. So this angle going to be 12. So the entire angle is going to be 70 plus 82. So bearing C from B is 70 plus 12. 70 plus 12, which is 82. Next, P is the point 4, 10 and Q is the point minus 8, 5. Find the coordinates of the midpoint PQ. So midpoint is easy. So X and X axis minus 8 over 2 and 10 plus 5 over 2. So here minus 4 by 2 minus 2 and 7.5. Next question, the test score of 13 people are recorded. So here all in the order, so no need to write in the order. So find the median, which is going to be 8th data. Or total 13, so sorry, 7th data. 7th data going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 34. So 34 is the answer. Here, next, find the interquartile range. Interquartile range, so from here, the midpoint is going to be 23 and 24. Lower quartile, and here is 40 and 42, the midpoint. So we will take the quartile 3. Quartile 3 going to be 40 plus 42 over 2, and the quartile 1 is going to be 23 plus 24 by 2, which is 41 and 23.5. The interquartile range is going to be Q3 minus Q1, which is 41 minus 23.5. The answer is 17.5. Next, question 11. The L has equation y equal to 6x minus 1. Find the equation of the line parallel to the L that passes through the points. If parallel line the same gradient, because the new equation going to be 6x plus c. Now passing through the point 0, 3, 3 equal to 6 times 0 plus c, which is 3 equal to 0 plus c, c equal to 3. So just substitute the given equation y equal to 6x plus 3. That is the answer, y equal to 6x plus 3. The next question, write down the gradient of the line perpendicular to the L. Here the gradient is 6. So perpendicular means negative reciprocal. So gradient equal to negative 1 by 6. That is the answer. Negative 1 by 6 is the gradient. The next question, question 12, find the integer values of x that satisfy the inequality. So here we need to make it x, that's our subject. So first I'll remove 4, so I'll subtract 4 entire equation. So minus 5 less than or equal to minus 2x less than so minus 4, which is 4 here. Next, here I'll divide negative 2 by entire. When we divide or multiply as a minus, so the sign will change. So here is a positive 5 by 2 is greater than or equal to x, then greater than negative 2. So our inequality changes like this: minus 2 less than x less than 5 by 2 is become 2.5. So the integers included here minus 1, 0, 1, 2, because 2.53 is not it. Next, question 13. Here A, B, C, D are the points on the circle. FG is a tangent. FG is a tangent of the circle E. Find angle EAC. EAC. So this entire angle. Okay, as we know, this angle and this angle going to be equal because of alternative 34 degree here. Next, this is 34, then this is going to be this is going to be 14 because angle subtended from the same segment. Angle starting from same segment, so this is going to be 14. So we want this angle, so we got it 57 plus 14. So this is not even required to put it. So 57 plus 14. So 57 plus 14, the answer is 71. Next, angle ADC. ADC. Yeah, ADC is here. So this angle, okay, I will take this triangle, angle ADC. Here 57, here is 54 plus 14, that take away from that, that's it. 180 minus 57 plus 34 plus 14. So the answer is going to be 75. Next, angle ABC. Angle ABC. Yeah, here is 75. Then is a cyclic. So ABCD is a quadrilateral, is on the circle. So opposite angle must be 180 degree. So ABC equal to 180 minus 75. This is 180 minus 75, which is 105. The next question number 14, here we need to find the inequalities. So first line, we know this is y, so it's going above right side. So definitely it's first one, I'll write y greater than or equal to -4 because a shaded line, so it's like greater than or equal to, so it's fine. Next one, so I'll take this line. So here is a negative gradient. So first I'll write equation y equal to, the intercept point is going to be 2. So yeah, mx plus c is going to be 2, and the gradient is 1/2. So it's going negative, so negative 1/2x. Okay, now I'll put 1 point from here, then I'll check whether it's a greater than or less than. So -1, -1, so 1 equal to is not equal to, okay, minus 1/2 into 1 plus 2, which is, which side is, right side is greater. So we will write y less than or equal to, yeah, y less than or equal to minus 1 by, okay, I'll clear this. So just I put a value and checked, because I'm getting right side is going to be greater. So y less than or equal to minus 1/2x plus 2. I'll write the proper equation. So I'll take LCM and I'll bring the 2 left side. So 2y less than or equal to -x plus 4. So when I bring x here, x plus 2y less than or equal to 4. This is another equation, x plus 2y less than or equal to 4. Okay, now I'll check. The next one is a dotted line, is a positive gradient, but it's plotted, okay, strictly. So here there is no equal. Here is y-intercept is 1, the gradient is going to be 1. So the equation going to be y equal to 1 x plus 1. This is the equation. Now we'll check whether the inequality which side. So here I'll take this point negative 1 comma 1, just I substitute here negative 1 equal to negative 1 plus 1. So 1 is 0. This side become less. Here is a greater. So y greater x plus 1. That's it. I got all three inequalities. Next, question 15. F of x equal to 2x square minus 3x, g of x equal to 7 plus 2x. So f of negative 8. So f of negative 8 equal to 2 of f of negative, sorry, g of negative 8. So g of negative 8 equal to 7 plus 2 of negative 8. So the answer going to be negative 9. Next, g of f of 5. First, I'll find out f of 5. F of 5 going to be 2 into 5 square minus 3 into 5, which is equal to, I'll get 35. So now this 35 I need to put in g. So g of f of 5 equal to 7 plus 2 into 35, which is 77. Okay, the next one, 7. The next g inverse of x. So y equal to g of x is 7 plus 2x. Now I'll swap x and y, x equal to 7 plus 2y. Now I'll do this side. So x equal to 7 plus 2y. So x minus 7 equal to 2y. X minus 7 by 2 equal to y. This is our answer. So x minus 7 by 2. The next question is going to be find f of x minus 6. So f of 6, f of x equal to 2x square minus 3x. So now find f of x minus 6. So f of x minus 6 equal to 2 into x minus 6 whole square minus 3x. So I'll expand here into here x minus 6 times x minus 6, which is x square minus 6x minus 6x plus 36, which is x square minus 12x plus 36. So I'll substitute here x square minus 12x plus 36 minus, oh, here also we need to substitute x minus 6, sorry. So minus 3x plus 18. So 2x square minus 24x plus 72 minus 3x plus 18. Now x square, there is only one term, so 2x square and minus 27x and 78 plus 18, which is going to be 90. So we need to leave this is the form, so we got in the quadratic form. Next question, use the quadratic formula to solve f of x minus 6. F of x equal to, so f of x minus 6 equal to f of x is 2x square minus 3x. That is f of, so I'll put minus 6. Okay. Equal to 0 is given, so this part equal to 0, 2x square minus 3x minus 6. So now we need to use quadratic formula, which is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, x equal to. So here x equal to minus b, this is a, this is b, this is c. A, c, minus 3, minus of minus 3 is positive 3 plus or minus minus 3 square, b square minus 4 into a is 2 and c is minus 6 over 2 times 2. So when we use calculator, so you will get 3 plus or minus square root of 57 over 4. This is the answer. So here one answer going to be 3 plus square root of 57 by 4. Another answer going to be 3 minus square root of 57 by 4. So here answer is 2.63 74. So we'll round up 2.64, and here we'll get minus 1.13745. So minus 1.14. So one answer going to be 2.64, and the answer going to be minus 1.14. And next question 16. Tina records the mass of each 120 apples. The results are shown in the table. So calculate an estimate of the mean of the apples. So I'll take midpoint for every interval. I'll take the midpoint. The midpoint going to be 165, and here midpoint means we need to add upper limit and lower limit. Just make it half. So here is the midpoint is 200, here is the midpoint is 245, and here is the midpoint is 285. So midpoint times the frequency plus 200 times 28 plus 245 times 65 plus 285 times 9 over total frequency is 120. The answer 27060 divided by 120, answer is 225.5. So the answer is 225.5. Oh, next we need to draw the histogram. So we need to find the frequency density for everything. So frequency density for the first interval is, frequency density formula is frequency over the width, class width. So first one is 18 over the class width is going to be 180 minus 150, which is 30. So first is width is going to be 0.6. Next one is 28 over 40, which is 0.7. Next is 65 over 50 is going to be 1.3. Next is 9 over 30 equal to 0.3. Okay, so first interval 150 to 180. 150 to 180. The height is going to be 0.6. 0.6 is here, and 0.6 is here. So we need to draw with the ruler. So just little shade here. Okay, second interval is going to be 180 to 220. 180 to 220. The height is 0.7. 0.7 here to here. Yeah. So yes, here also we need to shade. Next interval going to be 220 to 270. 220 to 270. The height is 1.3. 1.3 is here, and 1.3 is going to be here. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so I need to shade this area. Next is 270 to 300, which is 0.3. 0.3, so 0.2 and 0.3, 0.2, 0.3 approximate here. Okay, it's done. Now the next part. One of the 120 apples is picked at random. Find the probability of mass is 180 or less. 180 or less, there are 18. So 18 over 120 apples are there. So 18 over 120 is the answer. Because 180 and less, there are 18 apples. So out of 120, so the probability is going to be 120 here. Okay, the next question. Two apples are picked at random. from those with masses greater than 180. So here this three intervals, so 28 plus 65 plus 9, so that's the total apples are there. So out of 28 plus 65 plus 9, this many apples are above 180, so which is equal to, the answer is how many, 28 plus 65, so 80, 80, 90, 97, 102. Total 102 is the 102. Okay, now find the probability that one apple is greater than 270, one apple is 220 gram or less. Greater than 270 is going to be, 9 apples. The rest is going to be 270 or less. Okay, the first apple I'll try like a 2, so it will be swap. It can be first one we can pick this, or this one we can pick this, or first one this one this. So 2 times. Okay, the 9 over 102. Now one we picked, the another only 101 is left. The another one is between 28 and 65, because below 170, which is 80. No, which is second one is going to be 220 gram or less. 220 is less, which is only 28 is available. So 28. So when we calculate, our answer is 84 divided by 1717. Question number 17. The diagram shows the position A, B, C, D on a football pitch. Show that the angle CAD is 86.2. Okay, we need to prove this. CAD, where CAD. Okay, because two sides is given, so we can use cosine rule, which is 20 square equal to the adjacent sides, which is 10 square plus, because cosine rule is going to be a square equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc into cos a. So 10 square plus 18 square minus 2 times 10 times 18 into cos the CAD, angle CAD here. Now I want angle CAD equal to, so cos inverse of 18 square plus 10 square minus 20 square over 2 times 10 times 18. Because here minus is there, the entire thing sign will change. That's why here all the plus go other side are still plus is there because of this minus. So the answer is going to be 86.17744, which is, when we round up, 86.2 degrees. So I proved this is angle CAD. The next one, calculate the obtuse angle of ACB. Where is ACB? ACB here. Now the pair is here, pair is given, so I can use the sine rule. So what is sine rule? Sine C, sine angle C and the RACB over 35 equal to sine 27 over 18, the opposite side. So angle ACB equal to sine inverse of like 35 into sine 27 over 18, which is going to be 61.97. But our question is obtuse. The question is obtuse. Obtuse means just we need to take away this we got acute. So just 180 minus 61.97 will get the obtuse, which is 118. 118 is the correct answer. Next, a player runs directly from B to D. In that B to D. Where is B to D? Okay, here. We need to find this entire length. Okay, so here this side, okay, this angle, already we know this angle. This is 86.2. This is going to be 100. Here is 118. So now this angle going to be 180 minus 27 plus 118, which is 35. So this angle going to be 35. Now this total angle 86.2 plus 35, which is 121.2. Now we got this entire angle is 121.2. So again we are going to use cosine rule, dB. dB square equal to, the sides are 10 and 35. So there is no square root because left side still there is a square. So 10 square plus 35 square minus 2 times 10 times 35 into cos, the angle is 121.2. 121.2. So dB equal to square root of like 10 square plus 35 square minus 2 times 10 times 35 into cos 121.2. The answer going to be 41.8. We need to calculate the average speed. The distance we got, the speed equal to distance over time. The distance is 41.8 over the time is 5.3. The answer is 7.75. So 7.75 is the answer. Next, question 18. F is inversely proportional to the cube of G. So yeah, F is inverse proportional G cube. So F equal to K by G cube. So we put the value here, F equal to 0.5 equal to K over 3 cube. So 0.5 times 3 cube equal to K equal to, so 27 times 0.5, which is 13.5. Just substitute this here. So F equal to K value is 13.5 over G cube. That's it. So find F in terms of G. We got the answer. Next, G is increased by 100%. So G become 2G. Okay, so F 1 by 2G whole cube. So F 1 by 2 cube is 8G cube. So 1 by 8. So we'll calculate what is 1 by 8. We'll convert into percentage. Here is a percentage. So which is 12.5. The rest is going to be F. So yeah, the percentage increase of F is 100 minus 12.5, which is 87.5. Next, question 19. The area of a triangle is 12 meters per meter square, and nearest square meter, the base of the triangle is 5.7 meter. Okay, nearest one. So here is all bounds, upper bound and lower bounds. 12 nearest square centimeter. So upper bound is going to be 12.5 and the lower bound is going to be 11.5. Here 5.7 near 0.1. So 0.5 up and 0.5 down, because 5.7 by is the upper bound, 5.65 is the lower bound. Now we need to gain smallest possible, so lower bound of the height. So first I'll find the height area equal to half into base into height. So 2a equal to base into height. So I want height, so 2 times area by b equal to height. So height. Now I want lower bound of height. Lower bound means least value. So that means 2 times lower bound of area and upper bound of base. So when I calculate 2 times lower bound of A is, which is 11.5, over upper bound of B is 5.75. The answer going to be 4. 4 is the answer here. Next, question 20. The diagram shows the frustrum. Okay, so they removed a cone from the big cone. As a cone, the frustrum is 0.6 is given, vertically height is 0.48. So and the original cone height is 1.44, and calculate the total surface area of the frustrum. Okay, yeah, it's correct. Here the the total length, the big cone, the height is the slanting. Sorry, the height is going to be 1.44. The small cone, the height is going to be 1.44 minus 0.8. The height is going to be. So this is the scale factor for this, because the big one and the smaller one, the scale factor is 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 is the scale factor. Now this is 0.6. Radius 0.6 1.44 divided by 1.44 minus 0.48, this one 0.48, 1.44 minus 0.48, the answer is 1.5. 1.5 is correct. The next part, yeah, 0.6 by 1.5, it's going to be 0.4, because the scale factor 0.6, it's a long radius divided by the scale factor. The scale factor, when you divide it by, is like a 1.5, we'll get 0.4. Now this radius also, we got this radius is going to be 0.4. Now first I'll find the long length, because the curved surface area is going to be pi r L. So I'm going to find the L of the longer one, big cone. So I'll take this L, because the longer one I'll take as a L, this L. That is L square, yeah, L, because we draw here straight lines. So here is a right angle triangle. So this the slanting height is going to be the 1.44 square, and the radius is going to be 0.6 square. So L equal to square root of 1.44 square plus 0.6 square, which is L equal to 1.5x. Okay, the long one is 1.56. That means this removed part, this I'll take as a capital L. Capital L going to be 1.56 divided by our scale factor, which is 1.5, so which is equal to 1.04. Yeah, 1.04 is going to be the small L. Okay, now let's go for, yeah, we got all the things. Now I'll go. The big cone, the surface area is going to be pi RL, curved surface area. Then minus, I will remove the top one, pi, there RS, I'll take caps R, so then L. Okay, plus here the down part, the down area minus the up area, which is pi R square plus pi R square. Pi into R 0.6 square plus pi into 0.4 square. Here I'll substitute pi into 0.6, the big cone radius 0.6, and the slanting height is going to be 1.56, minus pi into the radius is going to be small one, which is 0.4, into the length is going to be, so we found, which is 1.04, plus pi into 0.6 square plus pi into 0.4 square. When we use calculator, when you add up all, so we'll get the answer 3.267256. So when you round by 2 decimal, 3 significant figure, which is 3.27. 3.27 is the correct answer. Yeah, that's the end of the sheet.